The offseason for the San Francisco 49ers has been a whirlwind of activity, but one story is capturing attention beyond the football field. George Kittle is not only focused on his recovery from a season-ending injury sustained during the wild-card round of the 2025 NFL playoffs, but has also made headlines for an unexpected encounter in his home. As fans, we know Kittle as a fierce competitor, but his recent brush with a spider has sparked a surprising reaction from animal rights advocates. So, where are you watching from today? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's break down this situation. Kittle has been working hard on his rehab as he prepares for the 2026 season, a year when the 49ers hope to be back in contention for the Super Bowl. His presence on the field is crucial. He's not only a playmaker, but also a leader in the locker room. The return of Kittle is something that can elevate the team's performance, but his off-the-field antics have taken center stage lately, and not for the reasons one might expect. In a rather humorous yet telling incident, Kittle recalled being roused from sleep by his wife, Claire, who was understandably alarmed by a spider lurking in their bathroom. In a moment of bravery, Kittle grabbed the slant board he's been using for rehab and took action against the eight-legged intruder. He described the encounter with a mix of humor and pride, saying, "Without hesitation, I arose to combat the intruder. It took but one attempt to strike down my opponent. The man who charges into defenders with full force showed a different kind of tenacity in dealing with this household nuisance." However, this lighthearted story took a turn when PETA weighed in, criticizing Kittle's use of force against the spider. PETA's senior vice president, Lisa Lang, stated that spiders pose little threat to humans and called for Kittle to demonstrate more compassion in the future. They even extended an offer for a humane bug catcher to help him deal with any future encounters. While their intentions may be rooted in promoting kindness to all creatures, the timing of their criticism raises questions about whether it was necessary to turn a lighthearted moment into a public relations issue. As 49ers fans, we appreciate Kittle's mentality and his willingness to protect his home, but this incident serves as a reminder of the scrutiny athletes face in the public eye. We defend our players fiercely, and while Kittle's actions were perhaps a bit overzealous, they reflect a spirited personality that we admire on the field. The 49ers need that kind of fire, especially as they gear up for a competitive season ahead. The offseason has seen the 49ers making moves, trying to build a roster that can compete at the highest level. With Kittle's return on the horizon, the dynamic of the team could shift significantly. Yes, there are challenges ahead, but the resilience and character of players like Kittle will be key as they navigate what's sure to be a tough schedule in 2026. As we continue to watch the offseason unfold, let's hope Kittle channels that same intensity and focus into his recovery and his play. The fans are eager to see him back on the field doing what he does best. Now, with the spider saga behind him, let's keep our eyes on the next steps for the 49ers as we move into the next phase of the offseason. What other changes or developments are on the horizon? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the latest news coming out of San Francisco.
As we dive deeper into the projections for the San Francisco 49ers, it's clear that there's a lot at stake as we look toward the 2026 NFL season. Analysts are buzzing, and the stakes are set high. So, where are you watching from, and what do you think about these projections for our beloved Niners? Drop your comments below because we want to hear your thoughts. Now, let's break down the latest insights from ESPN analyst Mykel, who has pegged the NFC West as one of the toughest divisions in football for the upcoming season. Clay has the 49ers finishing third in the division with an estimated 9.5 wins, trailing behind the Los Angeles Rams and the reigning Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. This projected third-place finish does come with a silver lining. It still secures the 49ers a spot in the playoffs as the NFC's 7th seed. That's crucial for a franchise that has consistently aimed for postseason glory. However, the numbers paint a challenging picture. Clay projects that the 49ers will have a win probability of at least 50% in only 9 games, which certainly contributes to the modest win total. It raises questions about the consistency and resilience of this team. Can they rise to the occasion when the pressure mounts? This is a crucial element we need to keep an eye on as the season unfolds. On the offensive side, there's some optimism. Clay forecasts San Francisco's offense to rank 3rd in the league in passing yards and 8th in rushing yards. Quarterback Brock Purdy, who has shown flashes of brilliance, is projected to throw for over 4,180 yards, with 27 touchdowns and 14 interceptions. Those numbers suggest a promising season, but it's important to remember that turnovers can be devastating, especially in tight games. If he can limit those interceptions, there's a real chance for this offense to flourish. Then there's Christian McCaffrey, who is expected to once again be the cornerstone of the ground game, projected to rack up over 1,140 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns. But it's not just about rushing. McCaffrey is also anticipated to contribute significantly as a receiver, with 80 catches for nearly 700 yards and 5 touchdowns. That dual threat capability is vital for the 49ers, especially as they look to create mismatches against opposing defenses. Veteran wide receiver Mike Evans, a significant offseason acquisition, is expected to lead the team in receiving yards with around 925 yards and 6 touchdowns. His experience and skill set will be invaluable, especially in critical moments of the game. Meanwhile, third-year receiver Ricky Pearsall is projected to finish second in receiving, which speaks volumes about the depth and potential of our receiving core. However, the projections are slightly concerning when it comes to tight end George Kittle, with projections suggesting he may only appear in 11 games due to an Achilles injury. That raises alarm bells. Kittle is a game-changer, and if he's not on the field, it could significantly impact the 49ers' offensive dynamics. With a forecast of 55 receptions for 596 yards and 4 touchdowns, we can only hope he is fully healed and ready to dominate. On the defensive side, linebacker Fred Warner is projected to lead the team with 149 total tackles, showcasing the heart of a defense that has often been the backbone of this franchise. Defensive end Nick Bosa is expected to return strong from an ACL injury, projected to lead the team with nearly 11 sacks. His ability to disrupt opposing offenses will be pivotal in ensuring the 49ers remain competitive. In summary, while the projections might indicate a third-place finish in a tough division, they also highlight the potential for a playoff run. The 49ers have the talent and resilience, but they need to stay healthy and consistent throughout the season. The upcoming months will be pivotal for this team, and as fans, we need to rally behind them, voicing our support and expectations for a season that could lead to unexpected heights. Up next, we'll delve into more insights and projections that could shape the future of the 49ers. Stay tuned.
As we dive into the final segment of today's analysis, let's focus on a significant concern that could shape the San Francisco 49ers' future: injuries. The 2025 season was riddled with challenges, and one of the most troubling developments was the ACL tear suffered by Mykel Williams. Fans, I want to know where you're watching from and how you feel about the upcoming season. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Williams, the number 11 pick from last year's draft, had quickly established himself as a full-time starter before his unfortunate injury in Week 9. His rookie campaign came to an abrupt end, and now, as we look ahead, the questions loom large. Will he be ready to start the 2026 season? General Manager John Lynch has indicated that a return during training camp is likely, and that optimism remains a beacon for fans who understand just how pivotal Williams is to our defensive line. Recent reports suggest that Williams is on track to participate in at least a portion of training camp this summer. Yet, the nagging uncertainty remains regarding his availability for the opening game. It's entirely plausible that he could start training camp on the active/PUP list, which would inevitably lead to a reserve/PUP designation during roster cuts. If that happens, brace yourselves because it would mean a minimum 4-game absence from the regular season, an outcome that could severely impact our defensive strategy right out of the gate. As we keep an eye on Williams' recovery, it's worth noting he's been working out separately from the team during rookie minicamp. According to reports, expectations for him to participate in full team drills soon are not high. The progress he makes in the coming months will be crucial, not just for his future, but for the entire 49ers defense. We also have to consider fellow defensive end Nick Bosa, who is recovering from an ACL tear himself. Thankfully, Bosa's recovery timeline is looking more promising, but the return of both players is critical to our 2026 outlook. In the event that Williams is unable to suit up right away, the 49ers have some depth to tap into. 2025 trade acquisition Keon White, along with third-year player Sam Okwenu and free agent signing Cameron Sample, are all in line for increased responsibilities. Let's not overlook rookie Romello Height, who was drafted in the 3rd round of April's draft and could also step in to fill the gap. However, there is no denying that Williams' development is key after he managed just 1 sack and 4 quarterback pressures in his rookie season. The 49ers are currently in a strong financial position, leading the league with nearly $70 million in cap space. This opens the door for low-cost free agent signings, which could be vital if setbacks occur with Williams or Bosa during their rehabilitation. For now, though, we hold on to the hope that both will return to the lineup as starters, solidifying our defensive front. As we wrap up this analysis, it's clear the 49ers face crucial moments ahead. The health and performance of Mykel Williams will undoubtedly influence our defensive strategy and overall success in the upcoming season. For all the fans out there, what are your thoughts on how the team should navigate these injury challenges? Be sure to subscribe and share your opinions about the San Francisco 49ers. Your voices matter, and together, we can rally behind our team as they strive for greatness.